This is section 2.1, functions and their graphs, part 2. So an equation in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, or f of x equals mx plus b, is a linear function, and it is the graph of a line. So you can see the word line and the word linear, okay? And when you graph those equations, it gives you the graph of a line. So we want to determine whether the functions below are linear, and then we want to evaluate each function when x is equal to -2. So in our first equation, f of x equals -x squared minus 3x plus 5, we can see that we have a squared term here. That does not look like y equals mx plus b. So therefore, this is not linear. I can evaluate the equation for -2. So we have f of -2 where we'll substitute, and we'll put -2 in for x. And computate these values. And it looks like the value when the value of the function when x is equal to -2 will be 7. In our second example, f of x equals 2x plus 6. This is in the format y equals mx plus b, so this one is linear. And if we evaluate this function when x is equal to -2, we'll have 2 times -2 plus 6. And this will give us that f of -2 is equal to 2. Here we have f of x equals x cubed plus x minus 6. This is not linear. We have a cube exponent. If I evaluate this function, if x is equal to -2, we're going to have -2 cubed plus -2 minus 6. And this will give us -8 minus 2 minus 6, which will give us -16. In example D, we have f of x equals the absolute value of x plus 4. This is also not linear. Absolute value. Those are V-shaped graphs. If we made a quick little table here, we can see, pick some values for x, substitute those into the equation. We get 5, 4, and 5. And if I plot these, you'll see this makes a V-shaped graph, not a line, not linear. Remember, y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form, and we can see that x does not have absolute value. F of x equals 3. Remember, this is the same as y equals 3. If I compare this to y equals mx plus b, we can see that our mx is not in the equation because our slope is 0. So 0 times x would give me 0, and I would just be left with y equals 3. That line looks like a horizontal line. So yes, this is linear. It's a graph of a horizontal line. Every point on that line has a y coordinate of 3. So if I tried to find the value when the equation, or the value of the function, when x is equal to -2, it would be 3. The point -2, 3 is on that line. Every y coordinate would be 3.